What is the best trend filter indicator you could use to improve every trading strategy? In today's video, that's what we are going to find out. Hello everyone, I am TradeSmart, let's get right into it. This video is a part of a new series in which we aim to build the best algorithmic trading strategy possible. But first of all, what we need to create a good trading strategy? For a basic strategy, first we need an entry signal indicator. Then we need a confirmation indicator, which is typically just another entry signal indicator. This one is usually the second best one we could find. Previously, we were after the best entry signal indicators, so if you want to know which ones I found to be the most reliable based on millions of trades, check out the best entry signal indicator part 1 and part 2 videos. After we found the entry signal indicator and the confirmation indicator, we will need a baseline or a trend filter indicator. This is the one we will find in today's video. This indicator will filter out some of the bad entry signals while aiming to keep the good ones. Moving on, we need a good exit signal indicator which can tell us when the momentum is slowing down and when the price is more likely to turn against our trade. We will also need a volume/volatility indicator. This is necessary to confirm there is enough volume for us to get our trades filled and that there is enough volatility to avoid ranging and sideways markets. Finally, a stop-loss indicator is essential to give the trade some breathing room while having a reasonable risk-to-reward ratio. This one, in our case, most likely will be the ATR or average true range, as that's the one I use the most. But I will make a video to find the best one. Systems with these indicators are called the NNFX system, but I will add some extra indicators and rules to match the system with my style of trading. I will be looking for trading stop-loss methods and indicators, different risk-to-reward ratios, momentum filters, sessions filters, and so on. If you want to follow this series until we finally put together the strategy with the best indicators, make sure you are subscribed and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of my videos. With that out of the way, let's find the best baseline/trend indicator. Keep in mind that this video is not for beginners, this is a more advanced series for those who want to take their algorithmic trading to the next level. I will get pretty technical, but I will try my best to explain everything as simple as possible. If you have any questions throughout the video, feel free to ask me in the comment section. Okay, so after doing some research, I came up with 18 different baseline indicators, but there might be even more, so if you have any other recommendations, feel free to share them in the comment section. If we gather enough extra baselines, I will make a part 2 of this video. After I got the trend filter indicators, I was brainstorming a lot of how we should rate these indicators, and this is what I came up with. As a trend filter indicator's job is to indicate if we are in an uptrend or a downtrend correctly, the best method to know how accurate they are is to check how accurately they indicate long or bullish trends and short or bearish trends. Generally, we are in a bullish trend if the candles are above the baseline, therefore we are in a bearish trend when the candles are under it. Simple as that. So to have a fair comparison, we will enter into a long position when a candle breaks and closes above the given baseline. The long trade will be closed when we get a candle close under the baseline. If the entry level of the trade was lower than the exit level, then the baseline did a great job at indicating a bullish trend. We won't be using any stop loss, as in this case we are only interested in how big of a difference there is between the entry and exit levels. The opposite goes for a short. So we will enter into short when a candle breaks below the baseline, and the trade will be closed when a candle breaks back above the baseline. In this case, if the entry level was higher than the exit level, then the baseline did a great job at determining a bearish trend. Okay, now we know the method of the comparison, but what value should we measure? Unlike what you've seen in the entry signal comparison videos, we can't use the risk-to-reward ratio for that purpose, as we don't have a stop loss. So what else we have? The percentage difference in price. Let me explain. After each closed trade, we will take the trade's entry level and exit level price and calculate the percentage difference between the two levels. This way we can compare all the 18 baseline indicators in a fair way. As we are going to backtest the 18 baseline indicators separately for longs and shorts with 4 different lengths on 7 assets and 4 timeframes, doing this whole process manually would take weeks to complete. So, as always, our PineScript coder David made a TradingView script for this purpose. This script has the ability to open trades without a stop loss and exit the trade on baseline breaks. With this script we can get results with just a few clicks. We made a premium and a free version of this script for all of you. I will talk about those on how you can get access to them later in this video. With this script, we just had to set up the baseline, its length, the asset and time frame combination, and we had to set the position sizing to cash based. This way, if let's say the strategy enters into a long position with $1,000 and exit the position when the price moved 1% higher, then the strategy would have profited 1% of $1,000, so 10 USD. So as you can see, we can use the net profit to represent the percentage differences. And because of that, for the final comparison, we just need to check which baseline made the most net profit. Even with using this script, I would have to go through over more than 4,000 combinations. So I asked Adam to automate the data collection process. Here you can see how the automated backtesting works. Now we have our baseline indicators and the comparison method. So before we get into the backtest, finally let's go over the specifics of the backtest. Here you can see all the 18 baselines that we are going to backtest. We are going to test 4 different moving average lengths, which are the 20, the 50, the 100 and the 200. We will check 4 different time frames, the 5-minute, the 15-minute, the 30-minute and the 1 hour. The assets we will go over are the following. Finally, we will test them separately for longs and shorts. And with that said, let's see the backtest and the results. If you like this video and want to see more content like this, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of my upcoming videos. And the results are in. Before I show you the final ranking, first we have to filter out the results and create a ranking system for them. Here you can see a raw spreadsheet of all the combinations for the Bitcoin USDT pair. Now I will get a bit technical, but this is necessary for you to understand the results. So the first thing I did, I ranked the results based on trade count, as in my opinion, results that have less than 50 trades should not qualify in the competition. Ideally, I would say that less than 100 trades should be all disqualified, but now I draw the line at 50. Moving on, I sorted the results based on net profit, as this value is the most important in this comparison. Then I erased every result that had a negative net profit. Then I added a new column called profit per trade. We are going to base our final ranking on this column. The reason why I did that is because we don't have equal trade counts on each result. Therefore, net profit on its own is not the best way to decide which moving average is the winner. So in the profit per trade column, I divided the net profit with the trade count, which gives us the average profit per trade. This way, the trade count no longer matters. After that, I ranked the results based on net profit per trade. Finally, I added another column here, named points. This will be the basis of the ranking system. The best result, which got the highest profit per trade, will get 100 points, the second place will get 99 points, the third 98 points, and so on. After adding together all the points and repeating the process on all the other assets, here you can see the final points for each asset and baseline. As you can see, next to each asset there is a points column. Just like before, I gave the most points for the first place winner and the least points to the worst place winner. After adding together all the points for each baseline indicator separately, the final results are the following. The title for best baseline indicator goes to Chanda's Variable Index Dynamic Average with 115 points out of the maximum 126 points achievable. The second place winner is the Triangle Moving Average with 108 points, and the third place winner is the Corrected Moving Average with 102 points. If you want to find out more about which baseline length, time frame and so on is the best, I will upload all of the results into a Google Drive folder and share the link for it down in the description. And now let's see the free and premium TradingView scripts and how to get access to them. First, I will go over the premium version as it has more functionalities, and then the free version. Make sure to check out the premium version's introduction, as I will show you how both the free and the premium script works and how to use it in this section. First of all, to get access to the premium script, you have to become one of our Smart Trader tier member on Patreon. By becoming a Smart Trader, you will get access to all of our previously released and future premium scripts, optimizations, and to the TradeSmart Discord server. In the Discord server, you can talk with me and the TradeSmart team, with the other members, and you will also get the opportunity to vote on what our next premium script should be. After you became a Smart Trader tier member, we will grant you access to the premium scripts. They will appear in your invite-only section once you open up the Indicators tab. Once you edit the script to your chart, on the top you will have a basic plotting settings for signals, take profits and stop losses. Under that you will find a section for the first baseline. If you want to use the first baseline as an entry signal, first you have to tick this box. Then you have to set up the baseline type, the length, the source here, and decide if you want to plot it on your chart or not. Now let's say I set it for the 20 length CMA and I only allow long positions. If you take a look at the chart, here you can see a line, and you can see that here's a candle that breaks above this baseline. Once a candle broke above this baseline, the strategy will enter into a long position. Okay, let's move on. Under the basic baseline section, you have some extra options for more complex baselines. As you might have noticed, we did not backtest each of the baselines that are listed in the MA type section, and that's because I only wanted to compare baselines that only have a simple length setting. If you scroll further in the script, you can see another baseline section. If you tick both the first and the second Use MA option, now the strategy will only enter into a position if the price breaks above or below both of the baselines. Let me show you how it works. So let's say I set the second baseline to a TMA and set its length to 50. Now let's take a look at the chart. You can see that the price here broke above the first baseline, but it's still under the second one. So that means not all entry conditions are met, therefore the script won't enter into a position. But if you watch carefully, just a few candles later, this candle breaks above the second baseline also, so now the strategy can enter into a long position. On the premium script you can set up to 5 baselines to work together, but if you would like to have more, feel free to ask us in the Discord server and we will add more baseline options. Moving on, you can find the position exit strategy section. Here you can decide to use an ATR based, candle low high based, percentage based and a pip based stop loss. Or you can use MA cross based exits or forced exits after X number of candles. Now if you want to replicate the way we did the backtest, you have to tick MA cross-based exits. This way, the strategy will only close a long position once a candle closes under all the set baselines. And it will only close a short position once a candle closes above all the baselines. In the next section, you can set up a trailing stop loss. Here you have the option to exit the position partially. So let's say you want to use this and you set its value to 50 and tick the box next to it. Now, the strategy will exit 50% of the position after 1-to-1 risk-to-reward ratio is reached, then it will let the rest of the position ride. This way you can catch the strong trending moves. You can also choose from an ATR-based, SSL-based and EMA-based stop loss. And now you also have the option to move the stop loss to break even after a set percentage of move happened into your favor. In the next section you can set up position sizing and more. You can set your order size and you can choose to use cash-based, contracts-based, capital percentage-based or risk-based position sizing. I usually use the risk-based option, but to replicate the way we backtested earlier, you have to choose the cash-based option. In this case, the strategy will always enter into a position with the same amount of cash, no matter how much your equity grows. Under the order size settings, you can choose to entry only long or only short positions. Under the position setup settings, you can find all of the filters we have developed so far, such as the RSI limiter, momentum filter, Bollinger Bands filter, ADX limiter, abnormal movement detector, sessions and day limiter, and much more. I won't go over these filters now, as they have been explained in the previous script release videos. So if you want to know more about these options and how they work, please check out the playlist I made of the previously released free and premium trading scripts. Finally, with our premium scripts, you also have the option to connect our TradingView scripts to a trading bot. Okay, now let's see the free version of this script. To get access to the free version, okay, so if you open up the free version of this script, you can see a simplified version of the premium one. Here you can only set up to 2 different baselines. You won't have all the exit strategy settings, only the ATR based and the MA cross based, which I use for the comparison. You can set up different order types and you can choose to allow long or short positions. Finally, you can limit trades between dates. In the free version, you won't have access to any of the filters we developed and you can't automate the strategy with a trading bot. This script is made for those who just want to try out the way we made the backtests but don't want to get into advanced options. Finally, let me show you a basic premium script setup I made with the use of the 3 best performing baselines. Here you can see the results of the optimized settings. Keep in mind I spent very little time developing these settings, around an hour, but I was able to achieve a 1.5 profit factor and a pretty stable equity curve. With just a little more time invested, you can make this strategy even better. The settings for this optimization can be found in the TradeSmart Discord group. And that wraps up today's video. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. If you want to try out our highly customizable trading scripts, optimizations, or if you want to exchange ideas about trading with me or with the other TradeSmart team members or with the community members, check out our Patreon page and become a Smart Trader tier member today. As always, thank you all for watching, have an amazing day, and see you in the next video.